Hey guys, Cyrenelovette here, and I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to you guys about college readiness, giving you guys some tips on just college advice and how to maneuver through this whole thing. So I want this to kind of serve as like a reference point, something you can revisit throughout all 4 years of college. It's going to be a very fun time, but you're going to need to know some important things before entering college. So I don't know about you guys, but I was very green entering into college. If you know a little bit about me, I am a PK, pastor's kid, and I literally hadn't experienced anything. I have older siblings who kind of told me about certain things, but I just kind of feel like they didn't really get in on the nitty gritty of things. And so I went from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, a very small city. I went to private school all my life, to going to Howard, which was a super big shock, cultural shock, just everything shock. And you know, these are just kind of like the top 10 things that I wish that I would have just been more aware of or conscious of before I went. And although my experience was amazing, because I feel like I did catch on to a lot of things quickly, I just want to kind of share with you guys, and hopefully it'll help you all's transition go smoother in college, and you guys can flourish and do what you. Number one for me is to accept that you're about to enter into 4 years of unfiltered fun, fortune, and failure. And so when I talk about fun, there's gonna be so much fun. Like there's never gonna be a day when like something is like not going on, or one of your friends doesn't want to hit you up, or you know, a day when there's not like a college event going on, especially if you go to an HBCU like Howard. There's always gonna be something going on. So, you know, dive into that, accept that, but also accept that you're gonna probably fall on your face a couple of times, and don't be scared of that. Like, it's almost like, you know, for me, I can be a little bit like socially awkward sometimes. And so like when I say hi to someone, especially me being from the South and me coming to the North, like I always expected someone to be like, oh hey, like, you know, how are you doing, right back, like it just as bubbly or as excited as I am. But kind of like what you will learn is that not everybody is gonna be like, oh my God, hi, you know, back to you. Some people are just gonna be like, ugh, or like, you know, give you some kind of crazy look. And it might make you feel crazy on the inside, but kind of like that same principle, you have to be okay with like people not being, you know, as nice to you as you are to them, or, you know, things not going the way that you planned for it to go, or you maybe won't make all A's like you used to in high school. Maybe you won't be the most popular kid like you were in high school. Maybe you won't, you know, be the class president or whatever it is. You know, just be ready. So whatever you know, whatever your quote unquote failure might be, that you can be ready to look for, you know, a learning point on the other side of that. So be ready for the fun, be ready for the failure, and be ready for the fortune. When I say fortune, I mean prepare for your tests, prepare for internships that are coming up, prepare for your life post-grad. Like, there are certain things that you should always be doing to make sure that you are securing your bag for the future, because it's not just about the 4 years going on right now. You're here for literally the foundation of the rest of your life. Find your balance early. So this is a time when you're going from most likely living in your mom and daddy's house to living by yourself for the first time. Self-governance for the first time. It's not that easy. But it can be. You know, you can customize your experience to exactly the way that you want it to be. So you put together yourself a little schedule. You put together yourself, you know, goals and timestamps that you need to meet every day. But also learn not to stretch yourself too thin. So if you want to join, you know, band, or you want to join a sport, or you want to do a club, or you want to work on homecoming, or whatever it is, a job, an internship, just make sure that you aren't spreading yourself too thin, and that you find that balance kind of early in the game. So that balance, of course, is going to switch up. You're going to have to adjust every semester, every year. But if you have like a sense of peace, a sense of balance when you go in, it's going to be easier for you to maintain it and adjust with it throughout the 4 years. So number 3 is definitely to set your standards and your boundaries early in the game as well. Like, know what your limit is. Know how far you're gonna go. Like, for instance, for me, when I went to school, I did not know how to drink at all. So I caught myself binge drinking. I didn't know that I shouldn't be taking 3 shots in one sitting. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. No, you might want to learn, and actually, maybe I shouldn't say that on camera. Maybe that's something that we'll edit out, because I don't know if y'all need to know about all my drinking habits and how green I really was. No, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna let y'all know how green I really was. I was very, very green. Like, don't be like me. Learn to take things in moderation, and that's everything. That's, you might be a workaholic. You might be working too hard. Girl, let your hair down and have some fun. Maybe you're partying too much. Reel it back in and go to the library for once. Maybe it's all about finding that, setting that standard, setting that boundary. So, I might have experienced something once and I realized, okay, I'm never doing that again. There are certain things that I knew that going into college, like, I'm not gonna take it that far. Like, I might wanna explore or try this or try that, but there's certain things that I'm just not going to let happen. I'm not gonna let this person talk to me like this, or I'm not gonna, whatever the case is, just have those certain standards and those boundaries, and it's gonna be a lot easier for you to just know, like, what you're willing to and what you're not willing to do. Yeah, number 4 is extremely important. Love yourself through this process. Love yourself through these 4 years. You are going to go through so many changes, so many emotions, so many realizations, epiphanies, ups and downs. Like, you gotta love yourself through this thing, or you're going to be miserable. So I say love yourself through the thing. Get to know yourself through this thing. Get to really enjoy yourself. Learn what you like, what you don't like. What's your self-care treatment? Is your self-care you're going on a walk and you're gonna read a book, or is your self-care you're gonna go out on the town with your girls tonight? What is it? Find it, identify it, and move with it. But whatever it is, love yourself. I know in the Black community it's not the most, especially even me coming from a Christian home, my parents were always anti-shrink, always anti-therapist, but I really think that, Jesus is going to keep your mind together. I agree with that. Jesus is the one to rely on. But I also agree that you have to have that in conjunction with sometimes some medical assistance and sometimes some medical help. Take the time to really love yourself and really get to know yourself and really get what you need so that you can be most effective in other people's lives. Number 5 is find the right crew. So you need to find the right crew that knows how to challenge you, that knows how to, make you sharper. Iron sharpens iron. So you shouldn't have anybody around you that's making you more dull, that's making you lazy, that's, making you want to do stuff that's out of character. It's not even what you do. You should always have a crew that's, doing something maybe bigger or better than you, or, encouraging you to do good things, positive things. You shouldn't be around people that are encouraging you to do negative things or not go to class or, whatever that may be. Like, you can be here and you can be sitting lazy and doing whatever you want to do, but that's not what I'm going to do. So it's good to always have people around you. Like, for instance, I had people around me who, studied abroad. So I didn't necessarily study abroad, but I went to visit them and I got to experience, I see the change in this person. I see that what the exposure is doing. It's making me sharper. As a result of you being sharp, it's making me sharper. The books that we shared with each other, the ideas that we shared with each other. We weren't talking about, what Keisha did yesterday, with the little boy across the street. No, we was talking about business ideas. We was talking about, what we were gonna do to elevate ourselves. We were writing down our goals. Like, we were on top of it. And so I really encourage you to find the right crew, because that's really gonna affect what you do and the way that you do it. You always wanna find people that's gonna put you on game, not somebody that's gonna take your game and make you a lame. Ooh, I just made that up. 6 is, don't be controlled by emotional relationships. Like, please don't. That's such a waste of time in college. Like, you are here to have fun. You are here to be free. You are here to find yourself. You are not here to be condemned or told by this little boy that you can't go to the party because he, feels insecure about that. That's not your problem, boo. It's not your problem. That's his. So, with that being said, don't let something so minuscule that's probably not even gonna last all 4 years, no offense, but let's just be honest, affect your entire time, because you're gonna be looking back on that time like, dang, I was so worried about this little boy when I could have been living my best life. Like, these are those 4 years when you really should be living your best life. So don't let that stuff hold you down, because it really can. Heartbreak can really tear you up. And college is a place where, yes, you're most likely going to experience that, but also if you switch your focus, you shift your focus to you developing you. College is not about getting a new boo. It's cool if that's just what comes with it, but your focus should always be elevating and progressing. Number 7 is find your confidence and be ready to stretch. You're gonna be very uncomfortable. This is a position that you've never been in before. You're, might be homesick. You might have, all these adversities against you. And you just have to be confident because people can smell when you're not confident. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be confident and ready to stretch, ready to grow. You have to know that you're gonna be uncomfortable and you have to just accept that. Kind of like I said, you gotta accept that you're about to go into 4 years of fun, failure, and fortune. You gotta be ready to just be confident. Okay, whatever. I don't want to go say hi to the president of this club or whatever, but I know that if I do, then I'll probably land this position in the club or this internship later. So I don't care how I feel right now. I'm about to walk up to this man and say hello, introduce myself, would love to set a meeting with you, would love to have a call. If he says no, delay is not denial, okay? Never take that as denial. So be confident, be reassured, and be ready to stretch. So number 8 is plan ahead. Every summer you should be trying to get an internship. You should be trying to get a job that's helping you sharpen your skills. It's gonna help you eventually fund your livelihood. You should be talking to your advisors, your teachers, anybody in the city that has been helping you, a mentor, to secure your next job, secure your next internship, so you're always doing something. You should never be lax. Number 9 is at the start of every semester, please, please, please visit your advisors, visit your teachers, check over your schedule, check over your credits, make sure you are on top of that thing. Because that thing almost came back and bit me in the butt, and I had to take 22 credits as a senior and would have almost had to take summer classes to even graduate on time. But by the grace of God, I literally stayed in my advisor's office. I stayed in my dean's office. I stayed in the chair of my department's office. They was tired of me. They was ready when I graduated, honey. But like literally, stay on top of them. You will thank me. And the last one I would say is study abroad if you can. If you get on top of it early enough, the school will pay for it. You don't even have to pay for it. It'll be exposure, the experience of a lifetime. I didn't study abroad, like I said, but my friends did, and I got to go visit them in Paris, Amsterdam, and it was amazing. It was just cool even seeing how much they've learned and how much they've experienced. So these 4 years, take advantage of you guys. It's YOLO, but not YOLO. Plan, secure the bag, all of that. You know what it is. Babe, do you have anything that you want to say to the people? He's a Kappa, so from Howard, C chapter. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but he probably has some decent.
I really agree with you saying, every summer, focus on getting an internship because a lot of people just think it's fun.
Let them see how fine you are. So a lot of people think.
I think a lot of people just think it's fun and forget that they're there for a reason. And internships are important because they help you go to the next phase. Like when you graduate, they already want you to have experience and
not lying.
Real world experience and real life experience. So the best thing you can do is set yourself up with that experience.
Yes.
So,
that's so good. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. But now, y'all, I was working at the production company that was filming our show, and I was doing press, and I was in school full time. Your girl was hustling, but that's what I feel like made me who I am, and it really helped me to sharpen the skills that I have, and I will forever be grateful for that hustle and that work ethic. And I still had a whole lot of fun, but I definitely, there were times when I didn't answer the phone. There were times when I spent late nights in the library. You just have to all make it worth it. You have to find that balance. You have to find what's right for you. But we all make mistakes. We all fall on our face, but we get back up, and that's what makes us who we are. I know y'all got it. Enjoy y'all 4 years. Subscribe, like, comment, the usual. Good luck, blessings, love. I hope you went to an HBCU. If not, go there for grad school. I'm out.